Deontay Wilder is returning to a ring in Kansas?
And think to yourself, there's no place like home. There's no place like home.
Deontay, please stay home.
If I tell you I'm good, probably you will say I'm boasting. But if I tell you I'm no good, you know I'm lying.
Yo, what's good, Boxing Talk family? It's your boy, Dr. Boxing Talk, back for another YouTube video banger, man. Yes, sir. Yes, man. I know what time it is. The doctor's in the house, man. So check this out. As you can see from the intro, man, we have Deontay Wilder, the Bronze Bomber, returning to the ring on June 27th, man. Yes, this summer. And he's going against Tyrrell Herndon.
Who the fuck is that guy? Who the fuck is that? You know damn well who I am. Who the fuck is that?
Now, you know, as the intro, you know, I'm not really too excited about this fight. Not because I don't like Deontay Wilder. No, he's actually one of my favorite fighters to watch back in the day. But I just think that, you know, he's older and far past the point where he can compete at a high level in a safe fashion, man. He's definitely on a mean decline. Not even on a decline. He's just a shell of himself. You know, he's Deontay Wilder by name only. And I say that with the utmost respect. Not because I'm one of these goofies that don't think that he's a good fighter. He was a great fighter. You know what I'm saying? Not because I'm hating on the man. No, I actually like him. I'm just concerned for his well-being. But at the same time, if you want to get your money, player, get your money. And I will say, if you're going to return, this opponent is the guy to do so. You know, he's coming back for a 10-round bout against Tyrrell Herndon. You know, Tyrrell Herndon, just to give you a brief little summary of who he is. You know, he's a fighter he's an okay fighter, but he's been stopped multiple times before. He actually got stopped against Efe Ajagba on Efe Ajagba's debut.
Damn. I'm sorry.
You know, they brought him in and he got stopped. He also fought the likes of Richard Torres Jr., you know, and he got stopped by him as well. But he's been doing okay as of late, and he said he wants to get in the ring with Deontay Wilder. But so I think that this is a pretty good opponent for Deontay Wilder to measure and really see where he's at, you know, get a good little gauge and or a measure stick to where he's at. And it's only a 10-rounder too. But like I said, the emphasis today on this video is on Deontay Wilder and his age as far as ring mileage goes, and his age as far as the time spent on God's green earth, right? It's so funny to me that people don't acknowledge that he's an old fighter. You know, they just want to call him trash.
Know your fucking place, trash.
If he loses or doesn't perform well. But you know, it's so funny, we have no problem calling Lomachenko old.
Yeah.
And you see Lomachenko is younger than Deontay Wilder because he's 37, and he only has 21 fights, which is less fights than Deontay Wilder, because Deontay Wilder has 48 fights.
You dumbass.
So he's older with more fights, but no one calls him old. But we call Lomachenko old. What about Beterbiev? Oh, Deontay Wilder and Beterbiev are about the same age as well. You know, Deontay Wilder is going to be 40 this year, and Artur Beterbiev is 40.
Damn.
But Artur Beterbiev has a lot less fights, right? We have no problem calling him old and saying that's why he lost to Bivol, right? What about Derek War Chisora? We have no problem calling him old. Well, you know, Derek War Chisora has 49 fights. Deontay Wilder has 48, but this will be his 49th fight. So they have the same amount of fights, and Derek Chisora is only 1 or 2 years older. You know, what about Zhilei Zhang? We have no problem calling him old. Well, him and Deontay Wilder are about the same age as well, but Zhilei Zhang, you guessed it, has a lot fewer fights. So my point is not to make an excuse for Deontay Wilder, but I'm just saying, before you go and call somebody trash,
Know your fucking place, trash.
or garbage because they're losing badly, just remember that, hey man, this guy is a little older and he has a whole lot of fights. He has a high quantity of fights. And you know what's crazy too? I always compare Deontay Wilder, who's a great fighter, to Jose Sniper Pedraza, who's another great fighter, right? But he's on a serious decline as well. I believe Deontay Wilder lost 4 of his last 5 fights, and I think Jose Pedraza is 0-4 and 1, meaning he lost 4 and he had 1 draw in his last 5 fights. This is not indicative of how they performed at the peaks of their career, though. We have to be honest. You know, sometimes fighters have a steep and mean exponential decline, you know, and some people decline gradually. Well, they had, as soon as they lost, you know, that being Deontay Wilder, he had a couple of fights where he was good still and serviceable. Same with Jose Pedraza. You know, he lost to Tank for the first time, then he lost to Lomachenko. But then once he started losing to guys like, you know, once he got to where he was losing to guys like Keyshawn Davis and Tito Mercado, I'm not saying that they're bad. That's not the point that I'm making. The point that I'm making is that at this point of Jose Pedraza's career, he's being pretty much brought in to make other fighters look good and to build their resume. I think that's the same position that Deontay Wilder is in. You know, I'm sorry. I respect Big Bang Zhang as one of my favorite fighters to watch right now. I thought that him and Cabello was going to be more competitive than what it actually was. But I did pick Cabello to win, but I don't really give Zhang that much credit for beating Deontay Wilder.
What?
I don't really give Joseph Parker that much credit for beating Deontay Wilder.
What?
The only one I really give credit to is Tyson Fury, because that took a lot of strength, a lot of energy out of both of them. You know, those are career defining fights and career turning fights, you know. So I give credit for Tyson Fury beating him, but it's clear that just like Sniper Pedraza wasn't the same Sniper Pedraza when he lost to Keyshawn and Tito Mercado, Deontay Wilder wasn't the same Deontay Wilder when he lost to Joseph Parker and Zhang Zhang. I mean, that's just common sense. So I'm looking forward to seeing Deontay Wilder, see what he has left in the tank. But in my personal opinion, I wish my boy would just sail off into the sunset while he has all his faculties intact. But you know what I'm saying? Hey, if his team and himself feel like they could do it, then by all means, my brother, go get your money. And I hope you win, because I'll be rooting for you. But yeah, that's it for the video, man. June 27th, Deontay Wilder versus Tyrrell Herndon, a 10-round fight on Black Prime, BLK Prime. Hey, let's get it, man. June 27th in Kansas.
And think to yourself,
Hey, what more can you want? But y'all be easy, man. Don't forget to smack that like button. But most importantly, remember, with God, we can do anything. Without God, we're nothing. The doctor's out. Peace. From the hood to college, both worlds they had to meet. 6 degrees between us, so cold we're about to freeze. But we're Florida boys, hot takes, we bring the heat. We're moving the culture, the engineers to the streets.